Okay, Aidan and Brianna live near Charlestown in County Mayo. They decide to go on holidays to Florida. They'll fly out from Dublin Airport. They will travel from their home to the airport, a distance of 200 kilometers. The journey will take 2.5 hours. Work out their average speed. So speed is distance over time. 80 kilometers per hour. Their flight is due to leave the airport at 14:50 and they want to arrive 3.5 hours before the flight is due to leave. What is the latest time they should leave their home? Good question. And the journey is 2.5 hours, you see. They'll travel from their home to the airport and the journey is 2.5 hours. Their flight due to leave the airport at 14:50 and they want to arrive at the airport 3.5 hours before their flight. So 3.5 plus 2.5, 6 hours. So it's 14:50 minus 6 hours. That's 8:50. Yes, yes, good question. The local time in Dublin is 5 hours ahead of the time in Orlando. For example, 11 in Dublin is 6 in Orlando. The time taken for the flight is 8:35. What will the local time be when they land? Remember, the flight is due to leave at 14:50. Okay, 14:50. And the flight is 8 hours and 35 minutes. So 8:35, just want to add them together. 14, 15, 8:35. That's an 8, but we'll have to carry that over, you see. So that becomes 2 and carry 1. That's okay. 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 Good. But that's the Dublin time when they arrive in Orlando, which is 5 hours away. So we then will have to subtract 5 hours. I mean a 5 hour time difference. So that's 18:25. Yeah, that'd be the US time. On arrival in Orlando, they decide to get some US dollars. The exchange rate is that, and they change 500 euros. How much will I get? Okay, so it's 500 euros divided by 0.97. 515.46. Yay. They borrow 5,000 for the holiday, and the interest rate £6, 6% compounded per year. At the end of the first year, they will pay back 2,000. Work out how much they'll have to pay back at the end of the second year in order to clear the loan. Okay, good question again. 5,000. And then what happens after a year? You have to add on 6%. So that means multiply by 1.06. 5,300. But then they paid back 2,000, so we have to subtract 2,000. And then we have to add on another 6%. Yeah, okay. The distance from Dublin to Orlando is 6,535 kilometers. There are 450 passengers booked on the flight. It's estimated the flight will produce on average 102 grams of CO2 per passenger per kilometer. Mm-hmm. The distance from Dublin, okay. 6,535 kilometers. And it estimates that the flight will produce 102 grams of CO2 per passenger per kilometer. So we'll multiply this by 102. But that's a lot of grams. But that's per person, per passenger. And there's 450 passengers. So multiplied by 450, but that's in grams. We're going to have to convert it into kilograms by dividing by 1,000. So that's a lot of kilograms, a lot. And it's so very close to 299,956.5 kilograms. It's nearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 300,000 nearly. So near it makes me wonder if I made a mistake on the calculator. 6,535 times 102. So that's 666 kilograms per passenger, and then there's 450 passengers. Yeah, that's right. I think that's right. I'm just surprised that so close and the question didn't say to round it off. Okay, guess that's all right.